Yeah, I was just watching some random video on YouTube. Some dude explaining stuff about things, and let's watch a little part of it because I noticed something interesting.
Now, it wasn't just in the oceans that people were looking at magnetism. Magnetism was a popular thing to look at in the 1950s, and people were also doing it on land. And in particular, they were looking at magnetism in rocks. Now, volcanic rocks in particular form, like this one here, this is a volcanic rock. Volcanic rocks form from molten lava, which erupts at the Earth's surface and then cools. And the rock contains little tiny grains of iron oxide. And when they cool, they become magnetized, and they become magnetized in the direction of the Earth's magnetic field. And then the rock itself can become a little magnet. Let me show you that this rock here is a little magnet. Here's a compass needle pointing north at the moment. I can actually make it move by pushing this magnet around. So rocks can become magnetized. Now, volcanic rocks that form today become magnetized in the direction of the Earth's magnetic field today. That's what you would expect. But some magnetic rocks, or some rocks, were magnetized apparently backwards. Let me explain what that means. Here is a bar magnet, and the Earth's magnetic field looks like that from a bar magnet. Now, if I produce this is a magic wand which has another magnet in here, and this magnet can move around here. If I bring this magnet close to this magnet here, move it around, you'll see that the yellow end of my wand is pointing to the red end of this magnet. Now, if I reverse the magnetic field in this sample here, so supposing this was my rock with a magnet inside it, when I say it's reversed and magnetized backwards, what I mean is it's like that. Now, instead of the yellow end of my magnet pointing to that, the red end will. So that's what I mean by being magnetized backwards. It looked as though the magnet in the rock was pointing in the different direction from the Earth's magnetic field. It was pointing the other way. Now, we don't measure the direction of the magnetization in rocks by this kind of magic wand. We use a much more sensitive instrument, which is like this thing here. And if I show you this, how this works, I'm going to bring up this rock, which is like a tiny little magnet, towards the end of this probe. And we should see that needle on the screen move. There it is, it moves to the right. And if I turn this up the other way, it'll move the other way. So that this instrument can tell what direction the magnetization is in my rock, what way.
Did you see the dragon? I'll show you again.
If I turn this up the other way, it'll move the other way.
Griffin. I'll show you what a griffin is. Yeah, we're back on Wikipedia. The Griffin Griffon or Griffon. Late in medieval Latin, is a legendary creature with the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, the head and wings of an eagle, and sometimes an eagle's talons as its front feet, because the lion was traditionally considered the king of the beasts and the eagle the king of the birds. In the Middle Ages, the griffin was thought to be an especially powerful and majestic creature. Since classical antiquity, griffins were known for guarding treasures and priceless possessions. In Greek and Roman texts, griffins and Arimaspians were associated with gold deposits of Central Asia. Indeed, as Pliny the Elder wrote, griffins were said to lay eggs in burrows on the ground, and these nests contained gold nuggets. In medieval heraldry, the griffin became a Christian symbol of divine power and a guardian of the divine. Yeah, a lion and an eagle. And I would almost say that Actually, let's go back to Wikipedia and go down like what they are. Amusement parks. Possible influence by dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, check it out. Yeah, I didn't read that yet about griffins. Like the whole. In this context, no. But there's a whole lot of stuff about that. Yeah, and there's a lion again with a red tongue and fiery tail. So, probably the griffin, the unicorn, the lion, the eagle, and the dragon. They're probably all the same thing, just different cultural interpretations. But I was watching something about electromagnetism or magnetism and stumbled across a griffin, which is, in my opinion, basically the same thing as a dragon. Yeah, they're everywhere. You just have to have the eyes to see them. Yeah, I'll leave it here. Thanks, I will leave the links below.